Beautiful shot by Gary Sobers. Really picked that up and clipped it away through mid-wicket.
Magnificent stroke. It really was wonderful to watch. The gentle defensive stroke, first couple of balls of the over, and then that really classic off drive. Got it away there, just through the extra cover position. Marvellous placement. Just rolling the wrist a little bit on that one so that it went finer. The first one through extra cover, and that one wide of cover's right hand. Applause for Gary Sobers' half-century.
Beautiful shot off the back foot. All the ease and elegance in the business there coming from Gary Sobers. Short pulled away to long leg. Fletcher's under it. He's dropped it. He got two hands to it. Low down. Not only dropped the catch, it's gone through for four. Beautiful shot again, 4 runs all the way. Good cricket there by this master cricketer who'd been looking at this offside field. Knew how difficult it was going to be to Pearson. Another beautiful straight drive, beats Fletcher, goes through for four. Brings up the 400. What a wonderful shot from Gary Sobers. Packed house here now, really getting full value for money. Largely due to the majesty and glory of Gary Sobers. Moves on now to 72, got a 401 for 6. What a wonderful shot. You'd really have to see a lot of cricket to see a better shot than that. And Gary Sobers himself absolutely delighted with it. Hammered away again. Fletcher at mid-on, reflecting a good stop. Applause then for the 450. Sobers moving on to 9.
I see one or two policemen moving towards the West Indies supporters.
That's it.
Sobers applauded by the England side. There is a modest invasion of the turf. Fine 100 then for Gary Sobers. In 217 minutes, his 26th Test match 100.
So the total now on 499 for 6. And the 500 comes up. And Julian looking for 2 and will get it. That's good running by Julian. Fletcher the man at Moron, and a roar from the West Indian supporters now. 506, magnificent entertainment for a big crowd again at Lord's. More people on this second day than on the first. Very good humoured as well they might be, because they're seeing some really classic batting here by the West Indians.
Oh, a magnificent shot. He fastened onto that like a panther. Not all that short.
And the ball flew away off the middle of the bat, quite safely over the head of Boycott at mid-wicket. A superb shot from Gary Sobers. And Gary Sobers is temporarily in the...
To be Bob Willis, who has 4 wickets. And another 4 runs, a very elegant, gentle stroke, really, from Sobers. Just clipping that away off the toes. Little whip shot, square leg. 2 boundaries, takes Sobers now on to 146. Scoring faster than 1 a minute. 620 minutes. And it takes Gary Sobers up to 150. And it is the declaration. Rohan Kanai has declared the West Indies innings closed at 652 at the moment where Gary Sobers reached this magnificent 150.
Lara comes to the crease. And this is the man the Australians want.
Lovely shot by Lara. Ball pulling up just inside the boundary, but will go all the way. Well, you've got to strike it pretty well on this outfield to reach the boundary, and he did strike that really well. Pulled away for 4 more. That's got the crowd jumping.
Dropped. Colin Miller dropped it wide mid-on, and Glenn McGrath can't believe his luck. Again, but this time it's through, and that'll go all the way to the fence. And again, what a cracking shot through the offside. Brian Lara not bothering to run. He's gone round the wicket. And classic on drive from Brian Lara, all the way along the ground, down the wicket and high over mid-on. Adam Dale's running back, but it's going to beat him into the fence.
That's gone. Up, up and away. Umpire Orchard is signalling 6 even before the ball has cleared the boundary. That's flashed away down towards the boundary, not off the very middle of the bat, but enough of it that it raced like a trace of bullet. Unprotected 3rd-man boundary. That's Lara's 50. Long hop put away, and Brian Lara goes on to yet another half-century.
Quick to punish anything off line, Brian Lara. Anything off length, similarly.
Pulled away on the first bounce for 4 more. Over the top for 4 more. Lara going after it hard. Top edge. And Lara's got 63 now facing. Full toss. Over the top and first bounce. Lara's 11-4. Gone. Up and away. Over into Factory Road.
And another beast goes in for the kill. This is absolutely fantastic. You feel for the Australian bowlers, but the crowd here are being treated to something quite exhilarating, Jeff.
Well, it's some super stroke play, isn't it, David? And the Australians, you just feel, may have missed their chance. Brian Lara, since those couple of early chances, is really taking it to the bowlers. And there's another one, straight through mid-wicket.
6 to Brian Lara. Adam Dale has come on, and 4 followed by 6.
Well, I said this would be a learning curve for Dale. Again, just a touch too short. And Lara right onto this, straight over the fence again. Or on the boundary.
And that is the absolute backing up batsman killer. 60 runs from his last 25 deliveries, Brian Lara, and he don't hit them any harder than that.
Well, you'd be just happy as a bowler that that wasn't Archer. That was the original bowler killer. He's just put the foot down at the pitch, just hit through the line, and what? Dave Joseph, the other end, had to duck the cover.
Well, we said that he may be fatigued mentally and physically, as Michael Harding and Viv Richards can only watch in amazement like the rest of us. Full toss. 95. So what can Adam Dale do now?
Well, we're only saying earlier, Adam Dale's biggest trait is tight bowling, and he's copped a bit of stick, and already just wandered a little bit off length.
Brian Lara is in the mood that on 95, he will try and bring up his 100 with a 6. He tried a 6 then, so he's one scoring shot from 100. Last ball of the expensive over. He tries, he slaps it to the boundary. 99! Brian Lara goes to 99. 22 runs from the over. He started on 77, and 6 balls later he finished on 99. That's the leg side, and it's in the air, but he'll bring up the 100. He won't even look for 2. So Brian Lara brings up his 3rd consecutive century. 82 balls, making it the 3rd fastest ever by a West Indian. Viv Richards and Roy Fredericks in front of him only. And in front of an adoring crowd who have behaved impeccably today by not coming onto the Oval. Brian Lara has given everybody something to talk about forever and a day.
Well, sensational 100 there. And you look at that scoreboard, Brian Lara 100, Dave Joseph, who come in before him on 15. Unbelievable innings that. 15 fours, 3 sixes, 78 in boundaries. Unbelievable innings. Some absolute unbelievable shots. Dave Joseph's in contrast there, 15 from 64 deliveries. This man, when he's in this mood, nobody, I don't think a world cricket at the moment, can match his stroke play.
Brian Lara came in with the score at 20 for 2. That was last over. Back live, McGrath. He's had him drop caught. Big appeal and he's out. Great catch by Ian Healy. Again, Brian Lara falls to the shortest ball at the body. This time off the glove, and Ian Healy, who's had a lean period in this series, takes a beauty.
Well, this was a very good delivery. Surprised Brian Lara. He's tried to play it again. Just catches the glove, and that is a very good catch from Healy there, and a very relieved wicketkeeper and bowler, and the Australian captain as well. So Brian Lara leaves the field. A magnificent 184 deliveries. Sensational innings. The crowd on their feet. The man is an absolute wizard.
It's a slow one. Time swung away to deep square. No chance at all there of Amos cutting it off. That's cut away. Chased by Miller, but once again it'll race away for 4 more. It's an expensive change today. There's 2 boundaries already.
Warmer again. That'll be 4. And that's Fredericks' 1,000 runs for the tour. Miller's the fields from there. And 3 runs. This outfield's very fast.
Solving out to Fredericks. And that's through the gap. No chance at all of anybody stopping it. And it's 4 more. And they must be liking what they can see out there. A really easy pitch. Very fast outfield, and encouraged by another packed oval crowd. Well, it wasn't a chance, I don't think. It found the outside edge, kept fairly low. Not quite as a pitch, as his foot going there now, and it skimming along the ground. Recognition for an England place, coming in fact only 18 days after Derbyshire gave him his county cap. Remember, it was a match we televised at Chesterfield against Warwickshire. Selvey doing well to get everything behind that. And quite a promising start, I must say, there by Geoffrey Miller. Looks to have a good, cool, calm temperament. Well within himself, kept it there and thereabouts. And that's really as much as you can ask on this pitch here this morning. It's only the 4th maiden bowl by England this morning. And one gets the impression that he would have done a lot more bowling with another county. But, some fierce competition at Leicester these days. And short, first bad one is bowled, pulled away very comfortably through mid-wicket by Fredericks for 4.
And Miller between the umpire and the stumps, round the wicket. What a magnificent catch that was. You will never see a greater catch than that one by Chris Balderstone to dismiss Roy Fredericks. .159 for 2 now. Fredericks is out. Caught Balderstone, bowled Miller, and Miller has claimed his first Test wicket. short, spinning away, hit like a rocket by Fredericks, and Balderstone took off. He plays a lot of soccer, but it's not in goal. But that was worthy of one of the great goalkeepers of all time. I wonder Roy Fredericks looks a bit dejected there. That was 4 runs from the moment it left the bat. And well,
oh, that's a fine shot by Kallicharran. 4 runs, beautifully timed.
.64 for 1 off 17 overs, 27 for Fredericks, 16 for Kallicharran.
safe, a shout of anguish from Max Walker, and no chance of it being cut off. Walker hasn't had the best of good fortune out there. He's beaten the bat, had the ball fly off the edge through the slips. Great shot, 4 runs, a beautiful stroke. 2 men after it, neither able to cut it off, and a very good shot from Melbourne Kallicharran. Just wide of off stump. He had the foot well across to it. The 3 runs there might even beat Lilly to the fence. It's very quick on that downhill part, and in fact it does beat him to the rope. Very fast in that area at the Vauxhall end of the ground. Fish the mallet now. Through the gap. Edwards is after it. He'll be the one to pick it up, and they'll take 3 runs. They'll get 4. All run. Good running from Fredericks. Mallet to Kallicharran. Nice shot. Beautifully timed. Never left the ground for the moment he met it with the full face of the bat. He got it away between mid-on and mid-wicket.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot.
Kallicharran just moving ahead of Fredericks.
Oh, he's flashed again. 4 more. Count. Don't think Dennis Lilly will be as pleased as those spectators. That's a hook for 4, and it's 3rd bounce. 3 fours in this over. 2 authentic hooks. 1 off the edge. Oh, they're getting delirious now. 3 balls, all gone for 4. And he's done it again. 4 more. My goodness. 4 fours in 4 balls. A dramatic over they're watching from Dennis Lilly. Kallicharran really throwing the bat. And that's only a single. Now to Turner. Who would have believed that Dennis Lilly would be struck for 18 and over? The first 4 balls all being dispatched for 4 to different parts of the field by Kallicharran. 3 on the leg side and 1 a very thick edge, a flash on the off. And Kallicharran has moved on in no time to 64.
Fredericks again as the batsman. Great shot. Beautiful back foot cover drive. A most talented batsman, this little fellow. Beautiful footwork, whether against the slow bowlers or the fast men. The back foot coming across here as the ball's on its way, and he's perfectly positioned. Lovely free swing of the bat. Lilly again. It's a beautiful hit, magnificent hit, picked up from roundabout leg stump. And what an onslaught Kallicharran has launched on Lilly here this afternoon. Lilly again to Kallicharran. Straight through second slip and 4 more. So once again the outside edge is brought into play. A rueful smile from Dennis Lilly there. The ball flying through the slip area. Ian Chappell has only the 1 slip, that's himself, and the West Indian spectators are delirious. Is under that, it should be out. Yes, it is. It's the end of a marvellous little innings from Kallicharran. A real little gem of an innings of 78, which included 1 6 and 14 fours. That is 62 in boundaries, and a tremendous run spurge of Dennis Lilly just at the end. He's a great little character and played a marvellous innings. 153 for 2. West Indies now. The Australians applauding, and the ground is rising to Kallicharran. .153 for 2. The not-out batsman is Fredericks.
Punched away by Gayle down the ground. There's no mid-off, and that goes for 4. Stands up straight. So West Indies underway.
Way to start. Back foot, no movement from O'Brien. And a very good cricket shot. Powerful.
Here's Mills now. And Gayle has hoiked it. Huge hit. Into the stand, short. Gone again. Short again. In position very quickly, this time 4.
Oh, whack. Whack.
My goodness, that's a fantastic cricket shot. That I thought that got too tall for Chris Gayle, if that's possible. And he's belted that. It's deep in the foundations where they've been digging for dinosaurs.
And Gayle bangs it away down the ground for 4. A fine straight drive by Gayle.
Oh, lovely bowling day.
Nice shot. Very good shot. Finds what was not much of a gap between short extra cover and mid-off and races away for 4.
Oh, well done.
There goes Gayle to raise his 50 with a big hit. So it is a big one. All the way for Chris Gayle, the captain. It's going to be a very significant innings from him today. West Indies looking to build a lead. 85 for 2, Gayle 50. There goes Gayle. That's a huge hit. That's out of here. Bye-bye.
That's over us. It's cleared us in the commentary box by yards. Meters even.
Lovely stroke. Beautifully played. No worries about that getting to the boundary.
Magnificent straight drive. He's had one of those earlier, just slightly overpitched, and he chips into it and hits it right back past the bowler.
It is such a good shot.
There he goes, and he just manages to tuck it away from the long on fielder. He's gone for another 6 for Gayle, but he didn't quite hit this one with the certainty that he did the earlier ones. It looked a little bit like if he was, well, we've had enough of this now, and he was after him.
Well, it was slower. He wasn't there. Wasn't quite at the pitch of the ball. He fetched it. You can see he just fetched it. He decided, I'll go through with it anyway.
Ball like that through extra cover, which is a magnificent shot to get him into the 90s. I mean, just that was superb.
Or anything strange happening.
Well, this time it's Nash onto the front foot and cover drives beautifully through the gap. So 9 runs off the first over, a statement from the West Indies. Like that. And he does. He does it effectively, and it will run away for 4.
It's too short.
Now.
Oh, great fielding again. Chetan Patel's probably saved 7 runs since lunch. And he said athleticism to throw the stumps down.
Oh, he's got it put through now. He's waited a long time. He's been on 91 for a long time in the 90s, and he couldn't beat Chetan Patel at mid-off previously, but he's hit that straight down the ground and got a boundary for it. Good shot.
Oh dear, oh, he's going to be run out. No, misfield. He'll get his 100. There it is. It's a wonderful moment for him, but just for a split second there would have been a horrible scare as he was sent back, but he's now through. There it is, 8 Test 100s for the West Indies.
A lot left in this partnership.
Oh, there's 4 more left there, that's for sure.
Twosie, it may be foursy, and it is foursy. So a boundary to Gayle, straight drive, as Ian Smith has pointed out. Shots down the ground have been hit very hard indeed.
And again, this time it's gone through mid-wicket. He chases to his left. The same fielder, Mark Galkin, can't get that either. So a brace of boundaries, and it might hurry Vettori's thinking up in terms of what he's going to do here too.
Pulled away, and that'll be 4. Too short, Vettori. And Gayle perhaps sensing that he's got to now do the scoring himself now that Nash is gone. 124 now to the skipper. Gayle on strike. Oh, nice stroke off the back foot. There's a bit of Clive Lloyd in that. Play it again, Sam.
That is an exceptionally brilliant cricket shot for the purist. I mean, you just don't get a better shot for mine. Off the back foot, stand tall and hit it straight back past the bowler on the rise, along the straight into the pitch, straight into the surface of the pitch. It makes pace off there and it's gone. And Ross Taylor's quick. He's very quick at mid-on, but he had no...
There goes Gayle. He has hoisted it. Another 6 for the left-hander. He came after him and with great certainty deposited the ball between mid-wicket and mid-on, or long-on I should say, beyond the bound. He'll take the single. Chris Gayle moves to 150. Still not quite halfway towards his highest test score of 317. That's a blow. That is a tremendous blow by Edwards. And it's almost as if to say, take that. He's got that through, threaded it between extra cover and mid-off. He's played that shot really well, drove superbly down the ground yesterday. And that's a boundary of authority. And he's hit that with mighty authority. Too short. Tried to follow the previous one with another one of similar viciousness, and Gayle was the measure of it. 164 now. 3-4s in the over. Four fours in the over to Gayle. A bouncer that had him flinching, and 4-4s in the over carried the West Indies 247 ahead, 311 for 7.
Field up. Oh, good stroke, lovely shot. Sense the Gayle was keen to look for a boundary. And good on Daniel Vettori bringing the field up too. He realises he's got to get Gayle out as much as anyone. It was just a bit flat, and Gayle lent on that beautifully. Lovely stroke through the offside. Glorious stroke. Back foot this time, same place, same result. This man is on fire. Chris Gayle is playing a true captain's knock right here. It's 323 for 7.
And he's been greeted by Gayle with a typical Gayle shot, hammered straight down the ground. And there he goes again, short this time. Back he goes and hammers it for 6. Number 7. They're enjoying it in there, no wonder.
Full in short from Franklin, both at 124 Ks. Very good batting strip. And put away by Chris Gayle.
He's caught him well off the under edge into the pad, and Gayle goes. Well, that's a shock, really. He never looked as if he was going to go, and he falls 3 short of a double 100. Patel gets the wicket. Gayle getting on under the edge, trying to pull the ball away off the pad, lobbed up, and McCullum took it.
Well, a shame for Chris Gayle, but he's done a fantastic job for his team. He really has played magnificently well. I haven't seen him try and hit the ball on the leg side through that position at all throughout this innings. Very rarely, if any.
Way down the leg side, and Shiv Chanderpaul just paddling it away.
No third man, boundary to Chanderpaul, guided down between second slip and gully.
Again, for the second time in the morning, almost a half edge, half guide from Chanderpaul.
Class player.
And that's what he sweats on. Just that little bit of width and the timing. Absolutely amazing. And that's raced away for 4.
A ball again, but 4 runs.
Chopped away by Chanderpaul, short, bad delivery. Chanderpaul had the room to make the shot and gets a boundary for it.
It's a wonderful shot there from Chanderpaul, just waiting on the ball. There's that timing again, just doesn't try and overhit it, just pushes it in the gap, races away for 4.
And he's prospering, not just surviving. Over the top for 6.
It's a fantastic shot from Chanderpaul.
For 6. No one out in the deep. That's a boundary for Shivnarayan Chanderpaul. He's now the leading run scorer here at the Kensington Oval.
Chanderpaul. And rolls a short delivery, and Chanderpaul puts it away. No difficulty whatever. Bad ball from Lyon. He's had a rough time in 7. Well, that's the first genuine leg before appeal we've had for the match, and they've called for a review on it. Well, the umpire's decision will stand. Wickets not hitting enough of the off stump. Umpire Tony Hill, a close one, a good delivery, and the review has failed, but it was...
It's been 18 years now. And there he goes, he's got it. Another Test 100 for Shivnarine Chanderpaul. They'll settle on 2, but it's 101 on the board for this long-time servant of West Indies cricket. A 25th Test 100, 5th against Australia, 4th at this very famous ground.
Drag Larry Gomes to play a shot off that front foot. It came off glove. And a couple of hits today. Jeffrey Dushan has gone off the field, and then struck by an Alderman bouncer. And Rodney Hogg has just got one to fly, I think, from the glove onto Gomes' ear. Oh, dear me, another one down, and Hogg is not pleased at all. Beautiful delivery from Rodney Hogg following drinks, and the hit to Larry Gomes. Gomes fending it outside the off stump, going to Alan Border. A little bit unlucky there for the Australians, because Alan Border, being the shortest of the slip cordon, had to jump up and couldn't quite grasp it. May have just touched the end of the fingers, and adding insult to the wound, 4 runs.
There's a good bouncer from Rodney Hogg. It's high in the air, but once again, no Australian fieldsman can get to it. John Dyson was the man making the last-minute dive.
Gomes faces Alderman.
And that's dropped. Really a regulation catch at second slip. Went right through Dyson.
Beautiful piece of bowling, this. A thick edge, regulation catch. Wasn't even knocked down, and away it went.
Kept that done pretty well to get his 50. Single to Larry Gomes, a really hard-earned 50 for him. Struck on the side of the face yesterday, and this morning having all sorts of problems, but nevertheless still going through and getting a half-century. Very valuable innings by Gomes. The West Indies now 6 for 252. Pending series. Well, that's a thick outside edge, looking for the drive, but thick enough that the ball will carry to the boundary and go for his 3rd 4.
And one just wonders how long the Australians can afford to bowl without a 3rd man. The Gomes in particular, just slashing outside the line of the off stump there. No gully. Away it goes for 4 more. Heartbreaking for Terry Alderman.
Short one pulled away to mid-wicket. Boycott given up the chase, 4 runs. Short pulled away with all the ease in the world. Wasn't even a bounce, it was a long hop from Tony Greig. Dealt very effectively with by Fredericks.
Yeah, 59 minutes. They need to look for that. It's flashed away out there to extra cover. Tony Greig whipped around there to see what had happened to her, to see if there's a fieldsman with any chance of cutting her off, and no chance at all. Flashing cover drive. Great shot again. And again, perfect timing there. 3 magnificent boundaries by Roy Fredericks from 3 deliveries of Tony Greig. Greig really taking a hammering here. Fredericks' half-century. It came up in 95 minutes. He hit 9 boundaries. So 95 minutes for 50 compared with his 211 minutes for 50 at Edgbaston. He goes on now to 51, and umpire Bird is having a word with him to ask him to keep off the pitch. What's good for the bowlers is also good for the batsmen. And that should be out. Underwood. And Fredericks throwing down his bat in disgust out there.
Useful shot off the back foot, brings Lloyd 3 runs. Arnold to Lloyd. Nicely finding the gap on the onside, just gently stroked it away. Underwood chasing it, the ball gathering pace. Just cut off inside the ropes. So 3 runs to Clive Lloyd. Some idea of the speed of this outfield. A long chase there for Derek Underwood, and it was only really stroked away by Lloyd.
Arnold's out there at deep backward square, but didn't matter very much. Cleared the ropes by many a mile. Magnificent blow by Lloyd for the 100 partnership. This pair having come together at 87. The total now is 188 for 2. And Clive Lloyd himself goes on to the half-century. Bare batting pitch for Canai, and Lloyd taking full advantage of it here. Canai quite prepared to play second fiddle if necessary. What a great stroke. That's a real Compton Cowdrey style sweep. A beautiful piece of play there. .200 up now for West Indies with that single to Clive Lloyd in 211 minutes. It's come up in 57 overs.
Beautiful wristed flick through the offside, go through for 4. Kallicharran now coming into the act. Beautifully timed and placed shot. Is under it and caught. Nicely judged at deep square leg by Jeff Arnold. Wicket to Illingworth. Kallicharran, the man out for 14. Swinging that away. Pitching round about leg stump. Arnold beautifully positioned, didn't have to move.